Hey guys, and welcome to Learn Fucking Math. Today we're going to cover a quick topic, SOHCAHTOA, which contrary to popular belief does not mean Sally once had cake at home, then it went out her ass. No, it stands for sine equals opposite over hypotenuse, cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent equals opposite over adjacent. This all refers to finding angles of a right triangle or sides of a right triangle based on information that they have given you. Typically what that means is that they're either missing the angles, in which case they would give you sides, or you're missing sides, but they've given you the angles. So if we were to find, for example, this angle right here, and we're going to label these sides accordingly, A, B, C, like so. And we need to find angle C. With the multiple options we have here, if we decided to do sine of angle C, right, that would then have to equal the opposite, which is opposite of the angle, so little c, over hypotenuse, which is the longest of the sides, so little a. We could also find angle C by finding the cosine of angle C. The cosine of angle C would mean we would need the adjacent side, the one right next to it, so little b, over the hypotenuse, which is also little a, the longest of the sides. And lastly, we could also find the tangent of angle C, which would then be the opposite, or little c, over adjacent, or little a. Just like so. Now, based on all this, it all depends on what little fucking pieces here are missing and what little shits, need to be there. So, if we're trying to find the angle, they will most likely tell us that this side is 4, this side is 7, and this side is 5. So if we needed to find sine of C right here, you would have sine C equals, and then opposite 4 over 7. And to find C, this is where you would divide by sine and divide by sine. You get C equals 4/7 divided by sine, which is the same thing as times 1 over sine. If you don't know that from basic math in like elementary school and all that shit, go back and brush up. I don't feel like fucking going over that right now. This works the same for cosine and all those sort of things. Now, say for example, in the right triangle, they only give you, say, they give you this angle right here. We're doing A, B, C again, so C, A, B again. And let's say that this angle is 37, right? And they tell you that the hypotenuse here is 13. So if we decided to do sine, well, we would know the sine, the angle here is 37. So we have sine 37. That equals the opposite, or C, over the hypotenuse, or A, which was 13. So now we got to find C, and what we do here is we multiply it times 13, because those will cancel out, and you multiply this times 13. So you get 13 sine 37 equals the side C. Enter that shit into your calculator, because I don't feel like doing this in my head, mainly because I don't know what the fuck sine equals like that to be able to do all this shit. But one thing to absolutely make sure of is this is the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is 13. That means that this angle must be less than 13. It also needs to be smaller than this angle, because this one right here would equal 53 degrees. So because this angle is bigger, that means this side is going to be bigger than this side. So chances are this angle right here is going to be somewhere around, or this side is going to be somewhere around 5-ish. Always use estimation to help you guys answer and know that you're on the right track. So again, SOHCAHTOA, hoa is a way to find missing angles in a right triangle or missing sides in a right triangle. Here are the sides that are missing. Here are the angles that are missing right here. So definitely use that. Peace.